Good day. Welcome grade 10 to our English class. We are now on week 3 of quarter 1. For this week's episode, we have the lesson title, Plot, Setting, and Characterization. For the most essential learning competency, we are expected to appraise the unity of plot, setting, and characterization in a material viewed to achieve the writer's purpose. First and foremost, let us define what plot is. Plot is the sequence of events where each affects the next one through the principle of cause and effect. Plot is similar in meaning to the term storyline. In the narrative sense, the term highlights important points which have consequences within the story. Plot shows how the author arranges events to develop the basic idea. Here are the essential parts of plot. First part is what we call exposition, which is also known as the introduction. Exposition is the beginning of the story. When we say conflict, it can be any form of struggle the main character faces. There may be only one central struggle, or there may be many minor obstacles within a dominant struggle. The most common conflict is what we call character versus self. This struggles with own soul, physical limitations, and choices. Another one is external, which is a struggle with a force outside oneself. When we say character versus character, this struggles against other people. Character versus nature struggles against animals, weather, and environment. Character versus society struggles against ideas, practices, or customs of others. Another part is what we call climax. It is the turning point of the story. The readers wonder what will happen next. Will the conflict be resolved or not? Falling action is the part of the story where the resolution begins. Events and complications start to fall into places. These are the events between climax and denouement. Lastly, we have resolution, or what we call the conclusion. This is the final outcome of events in the story. Another most important part of a short story is what we call setting. In literature, it is the location and time frame in which the action of a narrative takes place. Setting refers to the time and location when and where a story takes place. When we say place, this is the geographical location. Where is the action of the story taking place? When we say time, it refers to the historical period, time of day, year, and others. When is the story taking place? Another one deals with weather conditions. Is it rainy, sunny, stormy? When we say social conditions, what is the daily life of the characters like? Does the story contain local color? Writing that focuses on the speech, dress, mannerisms, customs, and others of a particular place. Mood or atmosphere. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story? Another one are the characters. Characters refer to persons, creatures, or things serving as actors or movers in a story. They portray specific roles with corresponding dialogues and plot lines. Stories have protagonists and antagonists. In literature, characters guide readers through their stories, helping them to understand plots and ponder themes. Likewise, characterization is a writer's tool or literary device that occurs anytime the author uses details to teach us about a person. This is used over the course of a story in order to tell the tale. It is a literary device that is used step by step in literature to highlight and explain the details about a character in a story. Here are the stages of characterization. So on the first stage, this one is the initial one, in which the writer introduces the character with noticeable emergence. After introducing the character, the writer often talks about the behavior. Then, as the story progresses, the thought processes of the character. The next stage involves the character expressing his opinions and ideas and getting into conversations with the rest of the characters. Lastly, the final part shows how others in the story respond to the character's personality. Here are the references used in creating this video lesson. That's all for this week's episode. This is Mom Fanny Luna, your MDL English teacher, signing off.